The Miami Heat have done it yet again. Jimmy Butler and company go to Boston and take Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This is actually the third time in 4 years that the Heat have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Majority of those were against the Boston Celtics. And Jimmy Butler is just on another level right now. Coach Eric Spoelstra, he might be the best coach in the game, the way he has got these guys playing, and they're doing it all without their second leading scorer from the regular season, Tyler Hero, and a key bench piece in Victor Oladipo. So let's go ahead and get started talking about how the Miami Heat are shocking everyone. Before we get started, though, make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. All three things will really help us out in the YouTube algorithm. And yes, they have done it again. Like I said, the Cinderella run continues. I mean, the second 8 seed in NBA history to make the conference finals. They don't feel like an 8 seed. Like I said, 3 of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals, and they look like the favorites right now, to be honest with you. I mean, Jimmy Butler and company, how? I'm flabbergasted right now. How are the Miami Heat doing this with 2 of their best players injured? Now, I get it, Victor Oladipo, not really a starter, but he was a key bench player. And with both of those guys down, you're telling me the Miami Heat beat the number 1 seed in the East, the almost 60-win Bucks. They beat the Knicks. I mean, that's not that much of a shock. But the playoff experience here, I mean, it's proving to be just too much. Jimmy Butler's never won a ring, but Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry both have, and Jimmy has been in a lot of playoff games. He's been to 3 of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals. This is quietly becoming one of the most dominant runs in recent NBA history. They also have some other guys getting great experience. I mean, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus have been a good part of this core for the last couple of years. And then Bam Adebayo has been probably the third best player on this team for their 3 Eastern Conference Finals appearances. So this is a very experienced core. They've played together for a while. The guys they have brought in, they've developed from within. And yes, it doesn't hurt to have the best coach in the NBA. Eric Spoelstra probably got Mike Budenholzer fired in the first round with the Bucks' inability to beat the Heat. Nobody has even really come close during this run that the Heat have been on. And, they beat Milwaukee in 5. They beat New York in 6. But it was a 3-1 lead in that series, too. The Knicks just fought back at home. Jimmy Butler, he is just so good. I mean, he turns into Michael Jordan's son in the NBA playoffs. He's also playing through injury. People forget, but he rolled his ankle, and ankle sprains are one of the toughest injuries to overcome and play through in sports. 31.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists per game in 11 games played this year in the playoffs. Otherworldly stats right now from Jimmy Butler. 52% from the field, 32% from 3, or 38% from 3, and 2.1 steals per game. He had 6 steals last night. He's a two-way superstar. Not only on offense, but also defense. He's playing 40 minutes a game on a bad ankle. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This dude wants it so bad. And honestly, I'm pulling for him. He's on a different level right now. He's got the hearts of the majority, unless you're a Celtics, Nuggets, or Lakers fan, you're pulling for Jimmy Butler right now. The MJ son conspiracy, it's looking very legit right now. I mentioned it earlier, but this Heat team has 5 undrafted free agents, giving them good minutes. Yes, I included Haywood Highsmith. I know he's only playing about 8 minutes per game, but he's appeared in 9 of their playoff games, so you got to put him on the list. But Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin has been very good for them quietly. He was very good for them last night. Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, both double-digit contributors. Golly. Eric Spoelstra and this Miami Heat front office have a great eye, apparently, at finding undrafted free agents. Now let's take a look at Jimmy's help so far in this playoff run. We'll start off with Bam, Gabe Vincent, and Kyle Lowry. Bam is averaging about 18.3 points per game and 9.1 rebounds to go along with 3.6 assists per game and being one of the better defenders in the playoffs thus far. Even though he's not even averaging a block per game, still a steal. It's just the defense that shows up off the stat sheet. 35 minutes a game and 51% from the field. I'll take that for sure. Bam, one of the better centers, proving to be one of the better centers in the NBA. Gabe Vincent, 12 points per game, 4.6 assists, and 1.6 rebounds. He's making himself some major money right now in these NBA playoffs. He's not shooting it the most efficient in the world, but one steal. He's out there. I mean, this whole Heat team, they're just grinders. Kyle Lowry, another one. 10.5 points per game, 4.4 assists, 3 rebounds. And, people look at the box score and say Kyle Lowry he's not contributing. But just look at what Jimmy Butler said the other night. If they don't have Kyle Lowry, they don't win that game. 45% from the field, 38% from 3, a steal, a block. The big rim protector, Kyle Lowry. Now the others, Kevin Love, Caleb Martin, Max Strus. I've mentioned all of these guys earlier in the video. Love with that championship DNA. But Max Strus, 11.3 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 1 assist. He's doing it right now very well. Can really shoot it. Was out there getting big defensive stops last night. 50% from the field, 40% from 3 in the playoffs to go along with a steal per game. Another UDFA. Caleb Martin, another UDFA. I mean, they're all over the place. Actually, we're talking about Kevin Love first. 7.8 points, 6.3 rebounds. Oh, man, Kevin Love out there still giving it his all in the NBA playoffs. 38% from the field, 36% from 3. He's shooting with the same efficiency as Gabe Vincent. It's not great, but the Heat shot at like 57% from 3 last night as a team. Crazy. Caleb Martin, 11.8 points, 5.4 rebounds. Like I said, he has just been a dog for them. Another one of their grinders that they have just every single possession. 53% from the field, 39% from 3, 28 minutes per game. Now, this could, if they make a run to the finals, Tyler Hero, Wonder Boy himself, could be back for the finals. They were talking about that last night during the Celtics game. He broke 2 fingers on his shooting hand, but he could be back for that Celtics game. Their second leading scorer, their best shooter. And if that happens, you really got to start taking this Miami Heat team seriously. That's another creator, another guy that averaged 20 a game in the regular season. I mean, look out. If they can beat this Celtics team, holy cow. I mean, I know this Celtics team is the better team, the deeper team, at least on paper, but you throw in Eric Spoelstra to the mix, and the way that the Heat are playing right now, and nobody is beating this Heat team. Not in the Eastern Conference. How far can they go is the question. If you're telling me that the Celtics are going to beat them in 4 of the next 6 games, I don't know. I don't know. Especially, maybe I can see them winning game 2. But then you head back to Miami, and this is a Miami team. They don't lose at home that often, especially in the playoffs. I don't think they lost to the Knicks at home, and I know they didn't lose to the Bucks at home. So I'm pretty sure they're undefeated at home in the playoffs. Fact check me down in the comments below if I'm wrong. But this is a team, they're good at home, and heading back to South Beach, it's hard to see that Celtics team. I mean, I know I've loved the Celtics all year long, but I do not see that Celtics team beating them in 4 of the next 6 games, and 3 of those will be in Miami. So we'll see. I mean, if they do go on to the finals, they get Tyler Hero back, but then they got to play either the Nuggets or the Lakers. God, imagine the Lakers and Heat rematch from the bubble, 3 years ago? I mean, that'd pop the balloon of all the bubble is fake haters. But yeah. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button to post notifications if you like NBA content, because we will be pumping some out every single day. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.